Hey guys, I'm Will.
And I'm Tyler. Today we're going to talk about the new LEXIN Novus with mesh. Now let's go over the features of the Novus.
The all-new Novus is packed with cutting-edge features to match its unique design. Some of these features are its 32-rider capable intercom with our LEXIN unique group control mode. This mode will allow two riders to communicate with a large group without crosstalk traffic interfering to keep the entire group informed and communicating seamless. This is an optional mode and can be turned on or off.
The Novus Mesh 3.0 intercom is complemented by a standard 3-channel, 4-rider Bluetooth 5.0 comm system that features universal pairing.
One of the things we're most excited about with this system is our all-new HD 40mm LEXIN Pulse speakers and sound amplification systems. We've been developing this audio system for over 2 years, and it gives the LEXIN Novus an extremely impressive volume and clarity. Also, the new LEXIN Pulse speaker kits will be available separately and compatible with any other USB-C audio-equipped LEXIN intercom.
The Novus is joining our family of intercom systems that includes USB-C quick charge.
By the way, Tyler, did you know we were the first to add USB-C quick charge to helmet intercoms?
We were also the first to integrate our LEXIN unique headlamp with optional SOS mode, which the Novus features like our G16 and FT4 Pro. However, we've made the light even brighter.
The Novus also features rider-to-rider music sharing, audio multitasking, IP67 water resistance, and active noise canceling microphones.
And of course, the Novus is backed by the standard LEXIN 2-year hassle-free warranty.
And now let's show you what comes in the box. You'll get the main unit, a box of accessories. Under that box of accessories will be the user manual. Now let's show you what comes in the box of accessories. You'll get several different bags. This here is the main bracket for the helmet. This is a 3M sticky bracket for the helmet. This is the internal mount that goes between the cheek pad and the exterior of the helmet. You'll get 2 rubber spacers. You'll get a spacer for the bracket if you have a very wide helmet. Then you will get an Allen wrench and 4 separate screws, 2 of one size, 2 of another. Then in this bag will be all your audio equipment. You'll have a boom mic, a button mic, LEXIN Pulse speakers, the charging cable, the button mic or boom mic holder, some speaker extension pads, and an extra pad for your boom mic. And now let's show you how to install the LEXIN Novus. To start, I pre-selected the items we're going to use. Obviously, we have the main unit, then we have the exterior mounting bracket, the interior mounting bracket, the LEXIN Pulse speakers, a button mic. We're going to use the Allen wrench. We'll be using the 2 shorter screws for this setup, and then 2 rubber pads to tighten the whole mounting system up. To start, you want to go ahead and remove the cheek pads out of your helmet. This Shoei has ear pockets for the speakers, but you have to remove this plastic clip. You will also want to remove the back of the helmet pad and tuck that away. We're also going to remove this chin skirt. First up, we're going to install the speakers. Something to keep in mind is there are 2 different lengths of speakers. One will be for the unit side and the other one will be for the non-unit side. This Shoei has a speaker pocket and a path for the wire, so make sure you line that up. Next, we will do the unit side. Once both speakers are installed, we will install the button mic somewhere in the chin. Once the button mic is installed, you can connect it to the main harness. Next, we want to install the inner bracket. On this particular helmet, to tighten things up, we're going to install these rubber pads at the base of the inner bracket. Okay, once those rubber spacers are installed, we're going to go ahead and shove this bracket in between the outer shell and the inner shell. Once you have the inner bracket installed, next we will mount the main unit to the outer bracket. Then, using the Allen wrench and the 2 supplied short screws, we are going to install the main unit onto the helmet. Once the main unit is installed, we can go ahead and plug in the speakers. With everything plugged in and routed where it needs to go, you want to tuck the excess wiring behind the back pad. Once the back pad is set back in, we want to install the cheek pads. Don't forget to install the chin skirt. And that's how you install a LEXIN Novus. And now let's go over the features of the LEXIN Novus.
To start, you'll want to power on. You'll press and hold the jog button for about 3 seconds. And to power off, you would just press and hold it again for another 3 seconds. Now let's show you how to use the flashlight function.
You will double click the mesh button to turn it on, and you will double click the mesh button again to turn it off. And now let's show you how to use the emergency SOS feature of the headlamp.
To turn on the SOS, you'll press and hold the intercom button for about 15 seconds. To turn off the SOS function, you would press and hold the intercom button again for about 15 seconds. It'll also give you a prompt. And here's how you would pair the Novus to your Bluetooth device.
To start, you will press and hold the jog wheel for 5 seconds or until the light flashes blue and red. Once the light is flashing blue and red on your cell phone, you'll press the Novus X2. You've now successfully paired your Bluetooth device.
Now let's go over phone call controls.
To answer an incoming phone call, you will single click the power button. To reject an incoming phone call, you will double click the power button. If you are in a phone call already and you want to end that call, you will single click the power button. If you're in a primary call and a secondary call comes in and you want to answer that call, you will double click the power button. If you are in a primary call and you want to reject a secondary call, you will double click the up button. If you want to use voice dial in standby mode, you will double click the power button. This will activate Siri or S-Voice.
Let's go over music and volume controls.
To start playing your music, you will single-click the power button. Once your music is playing, if you want to turn the volume up, there's two methods. You can single-click up or single-click down, or you can long press up to go up, or you can long press down to go down. To pause your music, you will single-click the power button. To change a song, you will need to start with the music playing. Once the music is playing, you will double-click the jog arrow up for forward, or you will double-click down for back. Next, we want to talk about the parallel audio feature. The Novus has the ability to use mesh intercom and music or GPS at the same time. You can control the volume independently of each other. So we already described how you would adjust the music control. Now, if you're listening to music and in a mesh intercom system and you want to adjust the volume, it is important to remember you need to be in both functions at the same time. To adjust mesh volume, you will press the up button and hold it to adjust the volume up, or press and hold the down button to adjust the volume down. And that is how you adjust the parallel audio.
Let's go over music sharing capabilities.
We will need to make sure the primary device is playing music. For us, it's the helmet directly in front of me. To start, we will single-click the power button. Once music is playing, we will click the intercom and power button at the same time. The light will flash blue and red. Then on the B device, we will press the same intercom down and power button. It will flash blue and red and start to search for the other intercom. Once paired, the music will automatically play. That's how you successfully paired two units together for music sharing. To stop pairing, you will single click the power and intercom button on either unit but not both. And then you will single click the power button to stop playing your music again. And now let's cover a few quick tips about mesh.
First, while using mesh, you're going to want to make sure that the antenna is in the up position.
Second, unlike some of the other mesh units on the market, ours has a hassle-free one-click connection. As long as all your riders are on the same channel, all you'll have to do is single-click the mesh intercom button one time to connect all your riders.
And now let's go over meshcom.
To start, with both units powered on and in standby mode, we will single-click the mesh button on the primary unit, and then we will single-click the mesh button on the secondary unit. Both units will automatically connect to each other if they are on the same channel.
And this is why mesh is so important. When you're ready to exit mesh, you would single-click the mesh button one time on both units.
When talking about mesh, there is several different channels we can use. The benefit of the different channels would be two different things. First is different groups. Maybe there is a big group ride and you want to have your individual riders group connected together. The second is maybe a bunch of interference, and so you're going to move groups to change that frequency and get a different connection. If you want to change your channel settings, you will press and hold the mesh intercom button for 2 seconds. Once you're in the channel settings mode, you will single click the mesh button to cycle through the channels. Once you arrive on your desired channel, you will press and hold the mesh intercom button for 2 seconds to save that setting.
If you would like to reset mesh, you can press and hold the mesh button for about 8 seconds. And now let's talk about group mesh mode.
In group mesh mode, there is a group control mode that allows you to mute or unmute the entire group. To do that, if you are the lead mesh unit, you can press the mesh button for 3 seconds to mute all the microphones, or you can press it again to unmute all the microphones.
Let's go over mesh microphone controls.
To enable the microphone, you will single click the intercom button. To disable the microphone, you will single click the intercom button.
And now let's go over universal Bluetooth pairing.
Today we're using a LEXIN Novus and a LEXIN G16. This process is also very similar for any of our LEXIN products. The process is pretty similar for any non-LEXIN products, but it's important to remember you need to review the manual for those non-LEXIN products and make sure you're doing the Bluetooth pairing for those specific devices. To start, with both units powered on and in standby mode, you want to press and hold the intercom button until flashing blue and red. These two units will automatically search and pair to each other. It may take a little while. Once successfully paired, to start the intercom with the Novus, you will single click the intercom button. You will know it was successful by the light flashing purple. To exit the intercom on the Novus, you will single click the intercom button again.
And that's how you do universal pairing. Now let's go over FM radio functions.
One thing that's important to keep in mind, anytime we're doing FM radio or Bluetooth pairing or mesh intercom, you want to kind of go outside to test those connections. And you're going to see in a second here, for us in the studio, there's no way we can get the FM radio to find a signal. Same thing with Bluetooth pairing. Sometimes we just have to go outside to make those things work. Too much interference in a enclosed building. So to start with FM radio, in standby mode, you will single press the power and intercom button for about 1 second. And Tyler will show you that now. As expected, you're going to hear a bunch of static, but we still want to talk through the function. To search up, you're going to double click the up button or the jog wheel, up twice. That's going to search up. To search down, we're going to double click down. And once you want to turn off the FM radio, you will press the power button and intercom button for about 1 second until it turns off. And that's how you use the FM radio. Thanks for joining us today. That's everything you need to know about the LEXIN Novus. Don't forget, we have a 2-year hassle-free warranty.
And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us, info@lexinmotorcycle.com.